Hi everyone, I am Elena. Welcome to my channel. So this channel is for everything beauty, fitness, and beautiful eye contact related. I'm into makeup. I'm not a pro, but I love makeup. But I am a professional fitness instructor. Been in the industry for a long time. And I love creating looks that's waterproof and sweatproof for exercise. In this video, I'm going to talk about waterproof eyebrows and waterproof your eye makeup for exercise. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, I'm doing a Loreal Unbelievabrow. This is a truly waterproof product. So to make it really waterproof, you need to clean up the area with the rubbing alcohol first. So I'm going to put this on the Q-tip and clean up my eyebrows. So as you can see, I have thin lines on my eyebrows, really thin. This is an old permanent makeup that I never bothered to fill in. I really should go back and get it done, but procrastinating. So now I'm just using the Unbelievabrow. So now that the eyebrows are dry and free of oils, I'm going to use the brush that comes with the product. So this is a tiny little brush with a spool on the other side, which I'm not using because I have almost no eyebrow hairs. So I'm trying to create the eyebrow that's not going to be sweated off. I'm a fitness instructor, so when I sweat, I sweat. So if I use pencil and I draw those little hairs, this is not gonna last. So for me, the more important part is not to make it look hairy, like real eyebrow hairs, but to make it last at least 3-4 days. So it really does last that long if you don't put any oils, any moisturizers with oils in them, or any oil-based eye makeup removers. So I'm going to go in and use the brush because the applicator is real thick, so it can't go with this. So use a little bit on my brush and I'm going to go in. So in case you wonder what color I'm using a light brunette. Okay, I'm starting to like what this looks like, so I'm going to clean this up with the concealer around it and do the other eyebrow off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cleaned around my eyebrows with the concealer, and this is a Loreal Unbelievabrow, and this is a really great product for me, for anybody actually, but I have dry under eyes, so I like this as a concealer. It's not overly drying, but it's very good, very full coverage, and it's good to clean around the eyebrows so I don't mess them up later. So I just used the little elf brush and I cleaned up around them to create even lines. So again, as this product, the L'Oreal product, Unbelievabrow, is good for the purposes I need it for, because I teach exercise and I sweat a lot. So I need a lot of coverage, and I need this to last. So if you like a little eye brush strokes, this is not for you, because it's literally impossible to do with this product. But for me, the longevity is more important, so I like this. So now that we did the concealer around the eyebrows, I'm going to place the same concealer as the eyeshadow base on this little sponge. The sponge has already been moist. It's slightly wet. It's not completely drenched. Make sure you squeeze the sponge. So I place a little bit of concealer. I like to use concealer as the eyeshadow base, and it works well. It doesn't make it too sticky because it's a matte concealer, but it does create a really good base for the eyeshadow to pop and to really come out great. So all the color is going to be bright. I'm not going to set this concealer. It's going to create this bright effect. I'm going to go in with the Morphe palette. It's a palette 35V. It looks like this. It's been opened. I've used it a lot. I love it. It has great pigmentation. The eyeshadows are beautiful. Look at these colors. I really like all these pinks and purples, so I'm gonna go with this pink and purple look. So I'm going to start in this. Start with a purple shade. I'm going to place it on the medium brush. It's a good crease brush, outer corner brush. It's called Glamour Dolls 10. It came in the Ipsy pack. Nice brush, worked well. So I'm going to place it right here in the outer corner. Just pat it in, not blend it. I'm just patting it. Just placing the product so eyeshadow looks really bright. See that pigmentation? I'm telling you, Morphe, the palettes are really, really good. I like them. I have a couple of them, Jaclyn Hill, and the other one is 35M. That was great too. So now I'm going to go in with the next brush. It's an e.l.f. brush, about the same size, soft, nice brush. It doesn't have a name or number. I think it's a blending brush. So I'm going to go in with this color. So it's kind of a burgundy wine color. So I'm going to place it closer to the crease and blend it together with purple. Again, just pat it in first to create that bright pigment, and then blend it. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so I placed them together, blending them a little bit. So to blend them really well, I'm going to use a bigger brush. This one is from Morphe, no name, no number. This came from a set of synthetic brushes. I think it was like $23. It's a great set. It has face brushes, eyeshadow brushes. So I'm going to go in with this shade. It's a lighter shade right here. And this is a great transitional shade. I'm going from dark to light to make the colors real pop. So this is the shade that's going to blend this all together. So I'm placing it above the crease and above that wine burgundy color. See, it's going to create that blur effect. This brush is great for blending everything together. So as you notice, I'm trying not to create too much darkness in here next to my nose because I have deep set eyes, so it doesn't look good. For some other eye shapes, this would make it look better. For me, it doesn't. So judge on your own. For everyone, it's different. So I try to make this area lighter, not darker. So I'm going to go back in with the dark tone, the purple, and brighten up this area. So I'm trying not to lose the depth. So I'm going back to purple and I'm going to blend. And the same thing with lighter medium shade, burgundy one. Blend it in. Make sure everything connected well. And one color blends well into the other. Okay, so this turned out good. So now I'm going with the first shimmer shade. It's a darker shimmer right here. And it's that dark purple. So that's not the brightest and blinding shimmer, but see, it looks very pretty. So this is gonna go in right on the outer corner next to the dark matte. So it's almost the same shade as the matte, but just more shiny. I like to use my fingers, by the way. As you know, most people do. Shimmer's going well on the finger. The creamy ones, the Morphe shimmers are pretty creamy, I like them. They stick to the eyelid well. Build it up a little bit. Now I'm going in with another finger and with this bright pink shade. This one is truly bright, and this one is blinding. It's very shimmery. So I'm gonna go in with this, place it here, close it to the inner corner. So as you can see, there's not much fallout. So I was saying Morphe is pretty good because the amount of fallout on my under eyes is very minimal. So now that I place these two colors together, I'm cleaning my fingers and I'm using a flat brush, e.l.f. flat brush. And this is good for shimmers, so I'm going to use a little bit on the brush to really blend it all together. First I'm going back to the shiny purple one. I'm going to start blending it into the pink. The point is to make them all blend together. So I'm gonna go between the two colors, the purple and then the pink. So now I'm using the flip, the other side. So it's easier, the same brush, the other side. Back to the lighter pink. Okay, so I threw in some more shimmer. So now I'm going to go back into the purple and burgundy shades and clean up and connect the shimmer and the matte. I like the good blend. So back to the other brush, the dark purple. And I'm not getting more. I'm just blending it all together using the product that's on the brush already. Okay, the other side. And now I'm going with the medium tone, the burgundy one. And I do the same thing on the crease. Blow it out. Now I'm using the smaller brush. It's not the smallest, but it's a good size for the under the eyebrow highlight. I'm going to go in with this golden shimmer shade. There's very good golden shade and another one, silver golden. Both of these are great highlights. I'm gonna go in with this one. This one is like pure white. I used to love this. I almost hit the pan. I like the blinding highlight. So I'm gonna go with that medium gold. And it's still going to look good. Just place it under the eyebrow. See that? It's a real good one. A little bit on the inner corner of the eye. I might add some more after I do my face makeup because concealer is gonna go in there. So I might need more. This is very good highlight. Back to the large blending brush, the fluffy one, to connect the shimmer and the light shade. So we don't want any harsh lines. Blend it all together. The highlight sometimes takes over because the shimmers can go over the mattes, so you want to really blend it. Okay, I'm liking how it's looking right now, and I'm going to go off the camera, clean up my under eye, although don't have much fallout, and I'm going to moisturize and get ready for the face makeup. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So now that I moisturized my under eyes, I'm gonna go with the face makeup. So for the primer, I'm going to use a couple of things. First, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 primer water. So it's prep, set, and refresh. For the set, I don't really like it that much because the sprayer is kind of, it creates big, large drops, and I don't like it. But as a primer, it's pretty nice, moisturizing, hydrating. Hold on. Work. I got this at the drag con in New York. We just moved from New York to LA a couple of weeks ago. And next year I'm going to attend the drag con in LA. If you've never been and you love Drag Race, you gotta go. It's the most fun place. and install makeup and other stuff. I mean, it's fabulous. So now that we're prepped, it's really nice and moisturized, I'm going to go in with another primer, and this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It looks like this. You all know about this one. It's very popular. It's supposed to be a Tatcha dupe. I don't have Tatcha. Again, I'm a cheap queen. So this is what it looks like. And it's moisturizing. It's not very drying. It's supposed to really plug your pores. I think my hands are dirty and something. Hold on. The eyeshadow situation is real. There you go. So I place it a little bit in the pores right here. I don't have large pores because I'm dry, but this creates like an airbrushed, real nice look when you apply foundation. So I'll put it all on my forehead, in between my eyebrows here, just a little bit in the chin. There you go. So now for the foundation, I'm going to go in again with a similar product. That's a Loreal Unbelievabrow and 24-hour fresh hair foundation, and has sunscreen of SPF 25. I'm pretty much sure you all know about this one. This one is not a new product, and my shade is 455, and I think it's buff beige, something like that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a natural buff actually. This is a good color for me. I think it's a pretty good match. I got it when I lived in New York and my skin was a little lighter, but I think I was delusional and I got this one. And now in LA, my skin is slightly darker from the sun, although I do use SPF, so don't judge. I'm pumping, just one pump, and I'm going to go in on my face first. Just place it first. It kind of smells chemically. If you don't like chemical smells, you don't like it. I love it. I'm weird. I like paint smell. I like fragrances. Just give it to me. I'm going in with this brush. This is a Juno sponge, and this is one that has microfiber. It doesn't suck in the product, which is great. I have Real Techniques brush, sponge, and that one really absorbs too much. So this one you're supposed to be able to use wet and dry. I like to wet my sponge so it's moist. Make sure you really squeeze it out first. So this creates a real nice finish. It really spares product for you, because most of the sponges just suck everything in. And this one keeps the product on top and in your skin. I'm gonna use a little more. Okay, so I pretty much blended it well. I like to take my time with this. I have dry skin. For me, less is more because I want to create flawless finish and not too much cake. So I don't like full coverage. I like coverage, but I want it still shine through like my real skin. So I like this foundation. It's not very matte. It's not very dewy. It's just perfect. So I'm not putting foundation under my eyes for the same reason. Cake. So it creates too much. To me, too much foundation and the concealer on top, it's just not gonna look good. So now I'm gonna go with the concealer, the same L'Oreal Unbelievabrow, and this one is really good. Place it on my hand a little bit, right here. Now I'm gonna go in under my eyes, just a little bit. So I'm using the same small sponge. Again, less is more. You don't want to look like cake under the eyes. It's gonna look terrible, it's gonna age you. It's not pretty. Okay, so I put just a little bit concealer in the middle of my face, but not a lot. Just kind of blended it in. Again, I don't want to create too many lines, too much cake, so I want to look flawless. So for the setting powder, I'm using this Maybelline Fit Me. It's a great smoothing, real nice loose finishing powder. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, just a little bit. So I shake it into the lid. So now I'm going to use the same sponge. It's not super wet. Make sure it's not very wet because that's not good with the powder. So now I'm going to use this flat side. Dip it in. Going to with the under eyes first. Very little bit. Again, go light. Set the concealer. And the rest of my face. Really creates that blurred effect on the pores. Like I see my pores right now is very blurred here. Very nice. Again, having dry skin, this is the only loose powder I like. Most of loose powders really make me look dry and cakey. And this one is a winner. It's real good. They have pressed powders, that's finishing powders, that's real good. The e.l.f. has one. e.l.f. is like $2 or $3. It's really excellent. Make sure it's really set. Some people don't set their face completely. I feel like when I apply bronzer and highlight, it's gonna look messy if I don't set. So I'm going to go in and make sure it's dry. It's not too wet. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer and the contour. So for the bronzer and contour, I'm going to use a palette by NYX. It has a few colors in it. Some of them too dark. Let me open it so there's no glare here. So these, the highlighters, I don't know, they're kind of useless because they're not really shimmering. You can brighten up using it as a brightening powder under eyes. But I really like these two shades as contour, and this one is bronzer. This one is a little dark for me, so I'm gonna go with these two middle shades. Put this firm brush. It's actually a Firma brand, and the number is 103. And this one is really firm. It's good to place the contour. So I'm going between these two colors. I'm going to place it right here above my hollow in the cheek, just a little above. Just very lightly like this, buff it out. A little under my lip, a little under my chin. Kind of creates the contour around your face. and make your features look real sharp. So if you have a double chin, this is a real good technique. It's true though. So around my forehead a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to go with a fluffy brush of the same brand, and that's Perma brand. It was part of an Ipsy bag. Again, I didn't buy it myself. I got it in the Ipsy bag 102. That's a number. This one much softer. So this is great for bronzer, just bronzing all over. So I'm gonna go in with this warm shade. It's a great bronzer shade. I'm going to go in over the contour. And a little down my neck to really connect it together. A little on the forehead. I have huge forehead, so I need to really make it smaller. And this might look a little harsh, so this is gonna get all blended later with the powder. So this might look a little crazy for a second, so hold on. So I'm gonna go back into that firm brush, squeeze it, and do very subtle nose contour, just a little bit. Nothing harsh, just a couple of little strokes here. There you go. Alright, for the highlight, I'm going to go in with a butter highlighter. It's by Physicians Formula. I've never seen this before. I saw it on sale in Walmart, and this was $5. So the color is amazing. It's a champagne color. It's very, very gold, pretty. And if you look at my hands looking weird, I just put self tanner on, so I'm real orange here. So never mind my hands. So I'm using this crown brush. I think it was an Ipsy bag as well. Just a medium brush. You can use any brush for highlight that you like. Whatever you're comfortable with. And let's go in. See that? Most satisfying part. Kind of tend to go overboard a little bit. I'm trying to restrain myself. Thing about highlight, if you're not 15, you can really emphasize your little lines, but it still looks blinding, so I kind of sacrificed for the highlight. A little here, a little middle, and the nose, upper lip, little upper lip and chin, and a little bit in the middle. And to oomph it up, to make it a little lighter, because this tone is good for summer, but it can be a little dark and light skin tones, and I'm gonna go in over with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow. And this is a Blossom Glow shade. It's kind of pinkish gold, a real nice highlight. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm gonna go right on top of the other one. This one is much lighter, so you can see real icy. Icy and pink at the same time. Real nice. I'm gonna go in a little on my nose, because the other shade is a little dark for the nose highlight. See that? Real nice glow. Okay, so I'm happy with the highlight. So now I'm going to use the blush to kind of connect the highlight and the bronzer together. I'm using another Ipsy bag product. I love my Ipsy. So this is Pacifica brand. You've seen this brand probably in Walmart and Target, I think. I'm pretty sure it's out there. And this one is vegan, cruelty-free, and has really pretty blush right here. It's not very dark. It's just a little touch of pink, and it's a little shimmery. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush. Again, it's just an angle brush. You can do it for contour, use it for bronzer, anything. So I'm gonna go in, place it here. And since it's a little shimmery, it blends with the highlight really well. It looks beautiful. And it smells amazing. I'm not sure what it is. A little perfumey, I love it. A little here, I don't know why. I go a little here, pretty much everywhere. Okay, just a little blush. I don't like blushes too overwhelming, so this is good enough. So now that I place this product, I'm going to tone it down a little bit, and I'm going to use the big face brush. I use this for setting my face as well for powder, so I'm going to go in back with the loose powder. I'm going to take a little bit of loose powder and kind of buff it into my forehead where it became a little too dark. See? Kind of blends it all together. So if you went ham with a highlight or with the bronzer, you can kind of tone it down, or you can even use the same sponge and go with the sponge over. Just make sure your sponge is not wet because it's going to destroy everything. Now I'm going to use just a little extra step. I'll take a little puff here. I'll take a little powder and make sure my nose highlight and contour is close to the middle so it doesn't make my nose look wider instead of narrow. So you want to place the light color right up to your contour. So it lightens up the side of the nose and make the contour look sharp. Even though I didn't contour a lot, it still helps. And clean up a little here. Extra highlight that I don't need. Okay. So this is looking good. So now I'm going to move on with my under eye makeup. So I'm going to start with this white pencil. I'm going to go into the waterline and place it in the waterline, and I'll be right back. So I did my waterline. So the reason I do white, it's an old drag queen trick and a lot of women use it. It makes your eyes look whiter and bigger. I don't like dark tones. It's my personal pet peeve. Some people look amazing with a smoky eye, but the black or the dark tones just make my eyes shut. So I want my eyes as white as possible, so hence the white. If that's too much for you, then skip the step. So now I'm going back in with the Morphe palette. I'm going to go back in with a purple right here, the same tone, on a skinny little brush. It's an angle brush, and I can use this under my eye to bring it all together. See, it creates a sharp line. It's almost like a liner under your eyes. So now I'm going to go in with a shimmer and place it right next to this dark matte. I'm pretty much going with the same order of things that's on my upper lid to create that blended effect. And now I'm going with the pink, the shimmery pink, with the same brush. Okay, so blend it in with a little more dark purple. Sometimes I like to smoke it out into a low lid, but let's say I was going to work to teach Zumba like this, and I have done this makeup to teaching Zumba without the face makeup, just the eyes, so I don't sweat my face. But I'm not going crazy under my eyes so it runs down. So I'm gonna go just below my waterline, on my lash line, and not going too low deep down. If I'm going out, I'm going to smoke it out more and go deeper or lower. But for now, I'm just gonna go in with this. Okay, so now I'm happy with the eyeshadow. I'm going to use this eyeliner and curl my lashes and apply a little mascara and apply fake eyelashes all off camera because everybody knows how to do this. And I'm not gonna go into detail. So this is a precision pen eyeliner by Mellow. And this is a felt tip eyeliner. It looks like this. It's very sharp. It gives you easy, precise lines. It came in a Ipsy bag, I know, another one. But I feel like this is waterproof. It doesn't say it is, but my makeup stays. It never runs. I sweat like a horse, but it always stays on. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I did a lot off camera, the things that everybody knows how to do. I did this eyeliner that I mentioned, and I applied my mascara. And this is the one I really love. This is very rare for me. I'm a drugstore queen. I like inexpensive stuff. So this is the It Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. I got this one once as a sample. I think it was a sample from Ipsy bag, pretty sure. It was a little size and I loved it. This is like the best mascara ever. It really makes your eyes pop and separates them, doesn't make them too clumpy, make them long and thick. Amazing, just amazing. And then I popped in the eyelashes, and this is a multi-pack from Kiss, and I'm not sure what style it is. It says Next Generation Wispy, so I guess that's the name. So I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. That's what it looks like, and they look natural. They probably look less natural on the package, but on the eyes they look really nice. They look pretty. So I did all these steps, and now we're going to set. So I did this primer spray at this one, Cucumber, and I'm not into cucumber scent, by the way. It's kind of like eh, but I really love this one. This is a continuous setting spray, Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. One of the best. I just love how fine spray this is. And you'll see it's really small drops. So let's set. Amazing. It really rehydrates your face after you put so much powder and foundation. And we're going back to pop the fan. I still love the scent every time I spray myself. Work. Okay, so this is looking nice and shiny and not too dry. I'm just checking for the lines. Sometimes foundation falls in just my lines. If you have the dry skin, everything's gonna get dry, so the setting mist is great. So now we're going for the lips. I'm going in with Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This one is really matte. The color is really pretty. I love the real soft, really light nudes. And this is a Loyalist 05, so it's kind of a pinkish nude. The applicator looks like this. So it has a little wand, and it's a little dry, but it's gonna stay. So for the gloss, I'm going to go with the gloss over because this might become very dry once it dries out. It's a matte lipstick, of course. For the gloss, I'm using ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is the color Snow Day. This one is really beautiful. I got this in Ulta, and I used the tester. Amazing. It has so much shine. It has a little glitter specks. I don't know if you can see. It has little tiny glitter in there. So I'm gonna go in, apply that. By the way, I overline my lips with a lipstick because it's a matte lipstick, liquid, so you don't really need a liner. So I'm making them a little bigger because my husband doesn't like fillers and won't let me have them. And besides, they're expensive, so I'm not gonna go with the fake duck lips, as he calls them. I like them, but he doesn't, so. Look at this shine. So I'm overlining, I'm using light colors, so visibly it's gonna make anybody look like they have bigger lips. So this is a really great lip gloss. It smells like vanilla. It even tastes like vanilla, I think. It got my lips and my tongue a little bit. So overall, I really like this look. So a lot of my friends have been asking me about my eyebrow situation. My members, the ones that take my classes, they always surprised how my eye makeup stays on. So this is the answer. Everything is waterproof, my eyebrows, my eyeliner. I don't wear lashes when I teach, just for now. And most of this makeup is gonna stay on if you use this Unbelievabrow the way I taught you on the dry skin. It might stay 3-4 days if you're very careful. And this is how I do my waterproof eye look. And the rest of the face if I'm going out somewhere. And the last step before I go, I like to add a little extra. So I'm going to add this eyeshadow glitter. So this is a steel dupe, and this is in the color Seductive. It's called Cara Beauty Galaxy Balm Liquid Eyeshadow. You can get it on different websites. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to link down below. A very inexpensive dupe. This one is $3.99 or $4.99, something like this, and they have them in multiple colors. Unbelievable, beautiful. So the reason I'm doing this after everything, because the liner, the eyeliner, doesn't really go well on top of this. So I'm just gonna swirl it in, and see the applicator. Apply a little bit right where I have the shimmer eyeshadow. It's kind of this gold rose color, goes well with the shimmer I have. So it's almost identical color to that Morphe eyeshadow. See that? Very shiny. The more glitter, the better. I love my glitter. So this is a complete finished look. I can take my ears off. I'm not going for a walk like this, or people are gonna think I'm crazy, even though in LA there's a lot of crazy people probably, but I'm not wearing this. So this is how I do my makeup on the most days that I want to look pretty with a full big face. So if you want to, you can subscribe down below, click the like button, and click the notification button. As you can see, this is my first video. I don't have fancy equipment, just my cell phone, but hopefully in the future I can get better camera and everything if this goes popular. So comment down below if you have a good place to get your permanent makeup done for the eyebrows in LA. If you know any good places that's not very expensive, because I really need my eyebrow situation. So see you next time. Bye.